everybody? Daniel Allison, the average dude, and Freddie sees something. Freddie sees something. What do you see?
Ooh, occasionally we have audio issues here.
Oh no!
We had
Is
a
the
little
audio?
crackle. We had a little crackle to start the show.
Oh no! Okay, are we
I
better
think
now?
this may be your computer where you cannot move, you cannot hold your coffee cup in the air, you can't make your hair bounce.
Oh man, Fred, you know I like to bounce around a little bit, so that's going to be very difficult for the average dude to sit still.
Do you
So
have extra bounce in your step because tomorrow's Thanksgiving?
I do. It's the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to be talking about the turkey trot. That's going to be happening live tomorrow, 7:55. Come run with Fred and the dude downtown Spartanburg. What do you think of that, Fred?
I think that Gary's here. Good morning. Russ is here. Good morning. Antarctic Mike first sip. Let's go. And Jacob, what's up?
Jacob, great to see Jacob here this morning. Hey, we've got a great group of bus riders. Look at who just else popped in here. DJ is on the bus. Good morning, the Energy Bus crew. Pump day. Let's get it. You know, sometimes, occasionally, I feel very loud in here in the mornings.
Well, you're
So, but
being super quiet right now. So, congratulations. You're not doing that today.
okay. So, well, the reason that I'm talking lower is because of the microphone issue. It's oh, oh. Hey, you know what else is happening to me this morning, Fred? And I,
What?
I want to know if this has ever happened to you or not. Right here. Boom.
Probably.
Yeah. I
You know,
I've got a coffee.
even though I'm younger than you, there's probably some point where I've spilt coffee on my shirt. But here's the good news for you.
Okay.
It doesn't show up as bad on that yellow shirt as if it were a white shirt.
Fred loves to call my shirts yellow. And you know what? Every time he says it, I tense up. My body tenses up. But you know what? After 340 something shows, Fred, my body is finally starting to just relax just a little bit. It's mindset, guys. It's mindset. My question is, if you get coffee on your shirt, I know you like to keep things clean. It's over.
It's over.
Fred doesn't play, man. You don't play.
People make fun of me here because I try my best to stay clean. And it's very difficult with
Doing
my
what you do.
job and being around equipment. But man, I give it the A+ effort.
Now tell us about the evolution of that. You came in from Ferguson Waterworks. You had not been in the earth moving business, and now you're selling equipment. Were you like that from the very beginning? Have you always not wanted to get your stuff dirty?
Pretty much.
And now have you started calling it more like it is as you've gotten older in your career? Not that you're old, Fred. You're still a young man, but as you have progressed and matured in your skills, have you found that you have said, has it been easier to say, you know what, I'm not going to, I don't want to keep it dirty? Have you always been like
You know what? I'm not so sure what you're asking me right now.
You know what? I'm not either. I'm not either. I think, have you always been like that? Have you always been the guy that wants to keep things clean like that? Cannot stand for it? Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't like it either. I've got this coffee stain on here and I will want to take it off, but it's so small.
But if I know that I'm doing something that day or for a few hours that's going to get me dirty, I'm committed to getting dirty. But you woke up, you put that shirt on, you popped your collar because you know that you're going to be out hustling and grinding, and you can't do that with a coffee stain. You will not be taken serious.
It would be, hey, it might be on your mind. If it takes away your own energy, if you walk in and you're thinking about your coffee stain, you got to change the shirt. If it's on your mind, if it's taking away your energy, get rid of it. What else is on your mind this morning? Hey, how did this? What did Joe say?
Carries 2 or 3 jackets with him at all times. This is what I've become. This is what I have found out about Joe.
I love it.
Coat, a rain jacket, a pullover.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever happens, you got to be prepared.
At all times.
But now let's talk about that. I know you and I both. We've said it before. You carry. What are you laughing about? You know you can't.
Mike.
What does he say?
He don't care if he looks like an unmade bed.
Yeah, y'all are gonna have to have a discussion about that. Y'all are on the polar ends of the opposite.
Yeah, but it fits his personality.
Hey, I love what Jacob just said. What do you believe in this? New shirt, new opportunities. I love that, Jacob. It does feel like that. I will say washing the car, getting a haircut, putting on a fresh, a new shirt, a shirt that's freshly pressed, a white shirt. I had a friend of mine that told me one time, he said, man, if you can get up, shave, and put on a clean white shirt, things will be good. things will be good.
Did you ask him, what do you do if you spill coffee on it?
I didn't ask him that, but I think the whole key is to have that sucker not the kind of yellow shirts that I have on sometimes. You want the white shirt. You want that stark white.
So what tomorrow's a holiday, right? Yeah. And people tend to get into this holiday mood. Right? You don't want to do anything. You may be eating a little more sugar than you should be. You got sweet potato goodie you're looking forward to tomorrow. How can you stay out of that mindset of, well, you know what? It's a holiday. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to slow down. I deserve it.
Well, I want to talk about visualization, because I think if we go into the day, in any time that we want to change our behavior, if we get in our little time machine and we travel to that day and we say, okay, if I treat the day like you just said, how am I going to feel the next day? How am I going to feel later in the day? And Freddie is looking for something, and we're going to see if he can find it. Can you find it?
Oh, I was looking for my little time machine.
Oh, okay. And so, hey, but you get in that little time machine here, right? It's between the ears. You get in that time machine and you travel into the future and you say, hey, if I do my life like this, if I eat these things, if I don't do this, if I do this, how am I going to feel?
How will you feel?
There's an exchange. So if we can, man, that food, that extra food does feel good. And sometimes when you just say, oh man, I want to eat a little bit and I'm just going to relax and just lay back. I've never felt good after what is it called? Vegging out, or just, and not to say you don't relax. I mean, I can't wait to spend a little time with Nina and Papa and run around with those kids and maybe shoot a little basketball, watch a little football. But if we stay active, the day lands different. You talk about it.
Now, have you ever been one of those guys to eat a bunch and then you sit down in the recliner or the couch and you unbuckle your belt and your top pants button?
If I've done that, I've got a serious problem.
I need to know, do people really do that, or is that only in the movies and sitcoms?
If things are so close in the fit and in the amount of food, there's very little room for our margin of error. So that's tough. Now, thinking about visualization, you mentioned it. We got this run tomorrow. How do you feel about that run, Freddie Blanton?
Well, here's how I feel about it. I think the last time that I ran 5 point whatever miles was last year's turkey trot.
Amen.
Now, we did do that 15-mile ruck, very different. And
deal.
We have run through a workout, maybe rack up 3 miles or something.
That's right.
This Stop is and 5 go. Steady miles with some heels And we're going to have to push Jesse's boy some.
That's an extra 140 pounds to be clear.
Yeah.
Hey, I kind of like that. That way, if I don't run a good time, I can just say, well, I was helping Jesse. I was pushing 140 pounds. What do you expect, people?
Now, Gary just threw up Al Bundy with a question mark. When I said that about unbuttoning the pants, Al Bundy was in my mind.
That's old school.
Me and Gary's right here right now.
I know. You and Gary, I do. I've noticed Gary's got a little spunk to him, like Fred too. I sent you that message that he put on the post. Remember, we got a good laugh about that. I agree with you. It is going to be a tough run. I haven't been running distance, so anytime we do something different, it's going to be fun though. We're going to be running tomorrow. We should be live. Right? We're definitely going to be trying to go live. So unless there's technical difficulties, Fred and the Dude live 7:55. I'll tell you who else on Get Your Smile Right. Dr. Brad Hughes, December the 11th, is going to be with us. I'm going to have that, create that event. That's going to be a special episode. We'll go extra 30 minutes or so. But Dr. Brad Hughes, tell us what you know about Dr. Brad.
Oh, man, he is changing the dental industry.
He really
is becoming a person of interest in that world, and it's not just due to fixing teeth. Let's just put it that way.
Absolutely. And he even everything that he talks about is like, hey, the last thing you really need to be thinking about if you want to grow your dental practice is actually the teeth cleaning. You got to be good at that.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that, he's going to be talking about winning. So one of the topics that he loves to talk about, it don't matter what you do, talk about a winning mindset. You've listened to a lot of motivational folks, read a lot of books, but played in a lot of games. What is a winning mindset, Freddie Blanton?
Well, just for those thinking, hey, what will a dentist have to do with us? He has winning energy, and he is a winner, and there'll be a lot of crossover from the business that you'll want to listen to. But winning mindset is right. Sometimes it's culture. Sometimes you have to be the one at your office that drags people up, that changes the culture. Positive attitude. We can do it attitude. You just heard me before we got on here, I had a service department reach out to me, and they were expressing, hey, we may not be able to do this. We may not be able to fix this. But at the end of the day, I mean, my answer was, are we just going to call the customer and say, hey, man, we can't do it? No, we got to figure it out.
And that's what winning teams do. And I'm glad you said that. This show, it's a mindset show. It doesn't matter who's on this bus or where we're taking you, where we're dropping you off. If you can get your mind right, if you can get your smile right, you're going to perform better. So
my coffee's fantastic today. And yes, it's a big cup.
It is a big cup, and I went downstairs to the Little River. We're going to be downstairs, folks, tomorrow morning, Little River. If you're in Spartanburg and you've never done the turkey trot, I highly recommend coming out, getting through it. There's nobody going. I plan on finishing the race and being real happy about finishing the race.
Yeah, we want to get to that last uphill and sprint as hard as we can.
I do want to do that. I did tell a friend of mine, if I can get to that last hill, have one final kick, because there's something about finishing the race, pace it to where you can run hard, finish strong. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Fred, final thought on this pump day.
We talked about it. Let's have a winning mindset the rest of the week and push hard through the holidays. Business is there for the taking.
I love it. Winning mindset. Rest of the week. See you tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. Bye-bye.